Gainers on the S&P. The Journal, as you know, reporting that Facebook's parent is planning to begin large-scale layoffs this week, affecting thousands of employees. A Meta spokesperson declined comment and referred CNBC to Mark Zuckerberg's earnings call remarks last month, in which he said, quote, "Some teams will grow meaningfully, but most other teams will stay flat or shrink over the next year. In aggregate, we expect as either roughly the same size or even a slightly smaller organization than we are today." Gene Munster, Jim on Squawk earlier this morning, said he thinks maybe 10% may be in the cards.
I think that, first of all, this is the worst performing stock in the S&P 500, all 500 of the S&P 500. I do think that Zuckerberg wants very much to get expenses in line with revenues, which would require even deeper cuts. I think that it's going to happen. I think that there's actually, to some degree, a concern about what shareholders think. Novel.
There is? Wait a second. We know that there isn't from what they just decided to do with their last quarterly report, spending at Reality Labs through, as you pointed out, free cash flow.
Periodically, there's changes of mind.
Do we really think this is a change of mind, or is this sort of already established as something that would occur?
I think that there's some tension between the CFO, who I think got a little blast from some people after that last quarter, and Mark Zuckerberg, who I think have been somewhat oblivious. Let's just say not oblivious, not concerned.
But, Jim, this is important because if this is the first sign that Zuckerberg is starting to give in, so to speak, and say, okay, I've got to run this once again more for profitability in the near term.
Not near term, over the next year.
Over the next year. That would seem to indicate then that he's not going to spend it all, costs whatever it is, on the metaverse. Or are we not there yet?
I think we're there.
You do?
Look, I mean, even if you're working in Hawaii full-time, in Kauai, the Big Island, you don't surface, I think that there's a moment where you just say, you know what, it's just not a badge of honor to finish 500th. I think our executive producer, Todd Bonin, finished 500th
in the New York City Marathon.
Yeah, we have a bunch of marathons.
Yeah, he did like a couple of 7-minute miles. But I don't think that Mark Zuckerberg likes being number 500. I think he feels that that's low on the totem pole.
So you think he's ashamed by the performance?
I think he's aware. He's been made aware.
Is he gonna take in that $34 billion capex budget for next year?
I would think that there will be headcount reductions that are more sizable than what we're talking about.
Meanwhile, Diller on Squawk thinks TikTok will be banned, and I don't know if you saw 60 Minutes last night, but fascinating color on the code they use domestically and then the code they export to other countries.